How heavy is a glass of water? A lesson on stress during a stress management seminar. A psychologist was walking around the room while teaching. At one point, she stopped, raised a glass of water in her hand and held it up for everyone to see. Naturally, the audience expected the classic question, is the glass half empty or half full? But she didn't ask that. Instead, with a gentle smile, she asked, how heavy do you think this glass of water is? People answered, maybe to 150 milliliters, maybe 300 milliliters. The psychologist nodded and said, the actual weight doesn't matter here. What matters is how long I hold it. If I hold it for 1 minute, it's perfectly fine. If I hold it for an hour, my arm will start to ache. And if I hold it for an entire day, my arm will feel numb and paralyzed. In every case, the weight remains exactly the same. But the longer I hold it, the heavier it feels. Then she explained, our stress and worries in life are just like this glass of water. Thinking about them for a short moment is harmless, but if we hold on to them all day, if we refuse to put them down, they will drain our energy, weaken our mind, and take away our ability to function. So remember, don't carry your stress longer than you need to. Put the glass down. Let it go. What we learned from this story: thinking negatively about one issue for too long leads to frustration and hopelessness. 1. Holding on to stress and anxiety for too long will eventually overwhelm us. 2. Learn to release it before it becomes too heavy to carry.
Learning to make the right decision at the right time. A few days ago, a gentleman conducted a simple experiment. He placed a frog inside a pot filled with water and began heating it slowly. As the temperature of the water increased, the frog adjusted its body temperature to tolerate the change. Even though it could easily jump out at any moment, it chose not to. It simply kept enduring. Gradually, the water grew hotter and hotter until it reached boiling point. At that moment, the frog finally decided to jump out. But by then, it was too weak. It no longer had the strength to save itself. The water kept getting hotter, and eventually, the frog died. Now, if someone asks, what caused the frog's death? Most of us would immediately answer, the boiling water. But no, the frog didn't die because of the hot water. It died because it failed to make the right decision at the right time. And this is exactly what happens in real life. Every human being has a certain level of tolerance depending on time, place, and situation. But no matter how strong we are, we must remember one thing. When you still have the strength to make the right choice, make it. Don't let emotions, attachments, or temporary feelings delay your decisions. Sometimes, waiting too long becomes the biggest mistake. So always remember, the right decision taken at the right time can save your life, and the wrong decision taken too late can destroy it.
An elephant and its belief. A man was walking past a group of elephants when he suddenly stopped. Something he saw confused him deeply. These enormous creatures, massive, powerful elephants, were being held in place by nothing more than a thin rope tied around their front leg. No chains, no cages, just a tiny rope. He knew very well that an elephant of that size could easily break free. A single pull would be enough. They could walk away anytime they wanted. But for some reason, they never tried, and that mystery bothered him. He then noticed a trainer nearby and asked, why do these elephants just stand here? Why don't they try to escape? The trainer smiled and replied, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size rope to tie them. Back then, it was strong enough to hold them. As they grew up, they were conditioned to believe that the rope still controls them. They hold onto that belief so strongly that they never even attempt to break free, even though they easily can. The man was stunned. These magnificent animals remained stuck in place, not because they lacked strength, but because they believed they couldn't escape. And that's exactly what happens to many of us. Just like the elephants, we convince ourselves that we can't achieve something simply because we once failed at it. We stop trying, we let old beliefs strap us, but the truth is, we are far stronger than the ropes that hold us back. What we learned from this story: your belief is what leads you to success. If you believe you can, you will. Failure is not the end, it's a lesson. Never give up on your journey because of one setback.